cannot save the human race.
Nothing can stop their demise.
Come with me. There's an entire army of monsters like me. Tens of thousands of them. Could mean the end of all mankind.
So the movie I, Frankenstein is, as you guessed it, about the legend of Frankenstein. If you don't know that legend, let me give you the general idea. Victor Frankenstein creates this monster out of a bunch of body parts from other corpses by sewing them together and then by channeling electricity into the body. It works, but he doesn't like what he produced, so he attempts to kill the monster, fails to do so, and then the monster comes back and kills his wife, because that is how monsters do things. The monster then flees, and Victor goes after it. However, Victor ends up dying from the cold, which conveniently the monster is immune to. I'm sorry, I'm going to quit calling him the monster because it sounds weird to me. His name is Adam in the movie, but for the review's sake, I'm going to call him Frankenstein. It just makes more sense that way. So over the next 200 years, Frankenstein spends his time killing demons, and that's where our story pretty much picks up. There's a little more to it than that, don't get me wrong, but you get the general concept. Now, when I first saw this trailer, it reminded me a lot of another January release a few years ago. Yeah, I pretty much blocked out 99% of that film, but when watching the preview to I, Frankenstein, I couldn't help but notice some similarities. However, I put that notion aside and just tried to enjoy the movie. Let's start with the action, because that was clearly the best part about this flick. The gargoyles would slice up the demons and they would go up in flames, which looked pretty sweet. And for those who don't know, gargoyles are the protectors of, well, pretty much everyone. They basically make sure that the demons don't cause too much shit. The gargoyles also did this awesome thing where they would be flying, and upon landing, their wings would sweep across their body and they would transform back into humans. Tell me that is not completely badass. If nothing else, this movie was visually very well put together with some very cool action sequences. Now, I love Aaron Eckhart. He's a great actor, and he did a very good job in this film. No complaints there. The villain in this movie, played by Bill Nighy, not really sure if that's how you pronounce his name. Probably not, but anyway, he did a decent enough job as Prince Nibirius. There was one person in this movie, though, that really pissed me off, and that was the female Dr. Tara, played by some actress of which I have no idea who she is. The reason she pissed me off is because her character was seemingly irrelevant in this movie. Yeah, she did do a couple of minor things, but for the most part, her character was completely pointless, and you didn't give two shits about her. I truly feel like she could not have been in this movie at all, and it would be no different. Another thing that goes along with what I just said is that I thought Frankenstein and her were gonna sort of have a thing. You know, not a thing because he's not human and all, but at the very least a friendship. They maybe had 10 minutes of screen time together, and that is all. I don't know if they're supposed to develop something because I don't really know the entire tale, but that did sort of puzzle me. I also feel like Frankenstein didn't really do that much. I mean, he obviously did do some things, but he didn't really shine like I thought he would. The movie is based around this character, and the cool scenes were the ones with the gargoyles battling the demons. When Frankenstein was on screen, with the exception of one battle, nothing really exciting happened. I was just a little disappointed in that. Now, this whole movie was kind of building to an awesome climax, one that promised not to disappoint. I saw it from the start, and I was like, yes, this is going to be awesome. This ending will kick ass. Oh no. Why must this always happen? I won't spoil anything, but this big moment, this badass final act that looked to be a sure thing, fell to the ground and simply died. I see this in movies a lot nowadays. The rising action is good, everything is in place, you're ready for something big, and then disappointment hits. I mean, come on, at least give us something. It was like they got to the final scene. They were about to film the end, and then someone said, hey, you know we're out of money, right? I mean, we are literally broke. So the director was like, okay, here's this, there's that, there's the ending. Alright, good enough. No, that's not. I guess that's what January brings us, though. Now, maybe the ending was true to the graphic novel it's based off of. I'm not sure. But even then, come on. I guess I just have to put it to rest because what's done is done. Shit movies will be shit movies, and that's not going to change. I would say overall, I, Frankenstein isn't really a movie I would invest my time or my money into. If you are an absolute action junkie who thrives off of seeing good battle scenes and cool visuals, then this movie might be for you. If you are not that, then don't waste your time because you will be disappointed. Overall, I give I, Frankenstein a generous 2 out of 5 stars. Thank you guys for watching my review of the movie I, Frankenstein, and if you like my videos, then hit subscribe. You won't regret it.